Yep. Quora boys at it again. Back in the studio. We're the Quora boys. Let's get it. And welcome back to Quorators Season 2, now on crack.com, home of the fact. I'm Alex, and this is Jeremy.
What's going on?
What's going on, Quora boys? Here's the thing. I've realized I've started doing... Here, give me the glasses. Give me the glasses.
No, we can't. Rob will be mad at us. He's not here, and he'll be mad because the light will reflect.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get in trouble if we do that.
We're worried we'll upset our cameraman who isn't in the room.
Who isn't here.
Anyway, I've noticed I've been doing finger guns every dance, and it worries me that that's my go-to dance. Your thoughts?
Yes, violent Alex.
Why am I compelled to shoot a gun?
Very interesting.
For all of the people who are always writing in to say I never see you at the club or the bank.
Sure.
If I were at the club, would my move be finger guns? Because you can't do that for very long in a dance setting.
And if you're at the bank, people will think you're trying to rob the joint.
They'll lie on the ground. They'll gasp when I point at them.
He's got a finger gun.
Ah, look out. It's a
killing spree.
Killing spree.
And that's
Welcome
what's
back
so
to the
messed
show.
up about our country.
That's what's so... If I was in Spain, this wouldn't be happening. Anyway, the show is really Quoras.
This is our third podcast of the day. It's going to be a silly one.
Check out those bonuses.
How's it going, cracked.com? Thanks for checking in after our Kyle Kinane episode. This one's going to be just a silly boys ep.
Thanks for cracking it.
Thanks for cracking it. These Quoras are cracked.
Now, we got some cracked Quoras for you. What do we got first on the agenda today?
First, we have...
wait. We have last week's.
Yeah, last week's Quora. Last week on Quora. This was a joke that we put on here. Not really a joke, argument. Shouldn't stand your ground laws apply to abortions?
Huh, should it? Let's see if anybody threatens to kill us.
The thing about this question is I feel like the idea is that for those who weren't there last week, if there's a baby in your body, they're trespassing on you. Shouldn't you be allowed to kill it on account of stand your ground laws? And everybody else seems to think that we're like, can I kill pregnant people?
Why would that be what it means?
I don't know.
Although I will admit, when he was saying it, I got really stuck on, like, should the baby legally have a right to kill you if you get...
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were confused about as well. Someone says, like, if a fetus uses deadly force to protect themselves? No!
Okay, so I'm not the only one, though. I'm not the only one who is like, okay, so he finds the doctor years later, and then he says, you tried to get rid of me.
I really like this one. This is a guy, his name is Ed Cox. And
that's funny.
His picture is the Confederate flag.
Ooh.
So we know he's I don't know.
Unique.
Right-wing man. And he says, how could you think stand your ground has anything to do with a right to commit murder due to your negligent selfishness and poor planning? Actually, I think that's basically the whole rule.
As your door was unlocked and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is happening. In your house.
So,
that's pretty much
the whole point of stand your ground is that, like, if a group of young teenage girls drives into your driveway, you can kill them.
Yeah, it's specifically to stop the Clockwork Orange gang from getting to you.
Yes, we all know that they're coming for us because they're so twisted.
They're going to drink milk in your home and commit violations heretofore unheard of.
You legally can strap them down to a chair and open their eyes and drip water into it while making them watch based YouTube videos.
Show them based stuff.
Making them watch Mr. Beast.
So they start dabbing.
Until they become the world's greatest content creators. Hi, this is Quorators. I'm Jeremy, and this is Alex.
It's another week. Another week on crack.com, home of the fact.
Home of the fact.
Anyway.
So it says, if someone looks at you strangely, you can shoot them? How would that apply to pregnancy?
That's a good question.
No.
Wait, I really like this one. Conspiracy theorist guy says, no, because babies can't stand. Got my ass.
Oh, that's really funny.
The same reason you can't shoot wheelchair-bound people. Next question.
Someone says, so you're in favor of killing the pregnant person, which would kill the fetus in order to show that you're pro-life?
I don't understand why everyone's confused in this way.
How did that confuse you, Beth?
The question they're answering is, should a pregnant person invade your home with intent to kill? Can you shoot them to death? That's just like a completely different scenario.
Now, the funny
I'm
thing
disappointed
is,
in this whole class today.
there is a related question on Quora. That is just a better worded version of our question.
Impossible.
If a woman feels that an unwanted fetus is a threat to her life, can she apply a stand your ground law to get an abortion? That is just what we were asking, but
An
better.
upvote for you, sir. And then people
up,
are like, where do you live? I'll kill you.
Yeah, I don't know. People are just like, no. Someone says that only applies to shooting unarmed black men. That is, I mean, edgy, but that's kind of true.
Hey, I didn't say it.
Frank
Lucasari said it.
you got their ass.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to say everyone's whole name to conclude the show. If you end up on our show, you get a star. Send us an email. We'll send you a gold star in the mail.
Yes, we will do that. We gotta get Quorators merch. All right, let's start off with something a little bit less intense and get into the quiz course, our politics segment. This is where we discuss politics.
It's not that kind of show, except when it is in the quiz course.
Welcome to Quorators, the only politics podcast on the internet. This first question comes to you from Quora.com. Why do
Podcast 3.
Why do so many Europoors with fancy college degrees who make 4 or 5 figure salaries in pesos, no less, stay in Europe instead of coming to the land of opportunity? Now, I guess my question for this is, what does this mean?
Well, the question, Jeremy, is why do so many Europoors, and these are with fancy college degrees, making 4 or 5 figure salaries in pesos, no less.
Yeah.
In pesos. Why do they stay in Europe instead of coming to the land of opportunity? And the reason is,
Why are they getting paid in pesos?
they can't imagine the money. They don't got the money mindset.
Why are they getting paid in
They traded all their
Mexican
money in for
currency?
pesos. They turned all their Rocky dinar in for pesos.
I'm so confused.
I could see. Okay, so imagine that you have a fancy college degree in Europor.
Sure.
You could maybe just not move to America because you're scared of all the murder.
Yeah, that is the big stereotype.
You know how we just answered a question about like when it's okay to shoot people to death? Like
Right.
they don't really have to ask that
And
as
the
much
answer
over there.
in the U.S. is kind of like whenever you feel like it.
Hey, rarely well-behaved women rarely make history. It's time to shoot people.
Well, you'd be surprised to hear that one of the 2 answers is this guy, John, who says, because that land is filled with violence, hatred, dishonesty, and poor medical care. That equates with more places in the less developed world.
I'm an incredibly English Quora user.
This guy's from New York. He went to NYU.
No, he lives in France.
Oh, no, he knows about France.
No, he moved to France. Dude.
Oh,
It says
you're right. He
Lives
lives
in
in France, but he went to NYU. So he's a Europoor.
He's a Europor and he's getting defensive.
Oh, wait. Is he talking about us?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Europe.
No,
at
dude,
first.
he's talking about us right now.
Oh,
dude.
no.
That's how he's talking shit about us, dude.
Oh, I'm so owned.
He's over in Francois in Paris.
In Paris.
He's having his long phallic
in
bread,
France.
and he's developing all kinds of diseases that can be treated there for free.
Mon bread, it's like a penis.
That's really good. But the thing is, he gets.
I know
paid
the
in
word is
peso.
pain.
It's pain.
Pain.
Yeah, he's
Mon pain.
Europor, bro. He's triggered. He's triggered, and this is a politics podcast.
Yes.
The
Mon
word
pain
Europor.
comme la penny.
The word Europor is going to stick with me for
I like it.
the next several months.
Europoor.
Europeans don't earn pesos is the other answer. Which
Someone says, hi, troll. Why would we move to Australia or New Zealand? Got him, Greg.
thank you, Greg.
A lot of people. Oh, so here someone says many do, but not everyone likes living in Australia. I mean, if you say the land of opportunity, we know we're talking about the U.S. I don't care, dude. Our country sucks, but that's the one.
Number one at
We're
it.
number one, baby.
We're number one. That's undisputed fact.
What are we number one at? Shut the fuck up.
We have up to 6 figures in pesos in our salaries.
I forgot the question I wanted to do first.
Oh, okay, well, we'll go back to it.
This question I found was from 10 years ago. Is the word quoration the best one to describe what we're doing here?
So everyone has written in and said that we have a confusing name for our show, and they don't know like what the word means.
Yeah.
Up to 10 years ago, scholars were asking this. They were asking if it's quoration.
Someone says, yes.
Yes.
I think the curation aspect could use more emphasis since some are not getting it. All right. Well, you know what? We're also running into this problem, Joseph Boyle.
What else would you, how would you change it? How would you change it?
I think it's fine the way
it's fine the way it is. We haven't made any merch.
Uh-oh.
But we're considering gold stars.
Tom says, I do not believe that quoration is the best descriptor of the activity of quorans or whatever we are, but I don't know what it is. I tell people that I asked Quora, blah, 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 but when I talk about answers, I refer to the specific person's name that answered. Huh.
I think it's fine.
I think it's good.
What did you know? You're living in 2013.
Yeah, you don't know
dumbass.
anything. Oh, it's from 12 years ago.
Oh, I'm excited for the next Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what you sound like.
Guess what? They make the freaking raccoon sad now.
They make it, Groot dies. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Groot dies.
Hope you're not too attached to Groot.
Welcome to Crash.
Groot. We gotta get Groot on the soundboard.
Groot.
Groot.
Killing spree.
Can we find like the Spanish one? Because you know Vin Diesel did the language.
El Groot.
It's Yo Soy Groot.
Yo, so Groot?
Can I find Groot
Yo, let's
in
pull Groot
other
up.
languages?
Pull Groot up on the YouTube.
Yeah, baby.
Normally it's a party foul to leave Quora, but we're gonna break the rules here.
I want to find it.
The amount of effort.
His vocabularistics is limited to I and am and Groot.
Soy Groot.
And real
I just
fast.
want to hear him say it.
Yo soy Groot.
Thank you, Groot. That was our friend Groot. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of cool
Soy
stuff coming up.
That's Vin Diesel saying that.
Oh, they really had him say it?
He did every language. He was
That's so
apparently
cool.
he begged to be in Marvel, and he like tried to start a fake campaign that he was going to play some character, and Marvel was like, "No, you cannot just do a thing where you put your profile picture as like a fucking comic book character." So then they let
You're
him be
Groot, bitch.
Yeah, they're like, you can have one sentence, and then he was like, "Can I do it every language?" And they're like, "Fine."
This is like rush week for Vin Diesel. He hopes he gets in Marvel. They're going to have him try out as Groot in Portuguese.
Could I say just sweet Groot? And they're like, "Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
we don't
whatever,
care."
man.
He was like, "Sick."
What if I could be Yo Soy Spider-Man? Is that a possibility?
He also famously like tried to become Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. He loves Lord of the Rings, and they're like, "You are Vin Diesel.
It doesn't make any sense.
You can't be Aragorn."
Imagine Aragorn with no hair is like a skinny Santa.
We all have a role in society. You cannot be Aragorn.
You're Groot, bitch.
You're Groot, bitch.
Dumb bitch. You're Groot. And you die. And you come back as a seed sapling.
Yeah, now you're a baby Groot. Yo soy baby.
That's what you
Groot.
get for asking to be other things. You're baby Groot now.
All right, we got to read more questions. This is the
Okay, so
question
back to the
podcast.
politics one.
What are some good ways to insult someone from Singapore?
Aha.
Honey.
The Singapore expert has logged on.
Do you have an answer for this? What do you think?
How do Singapore's with 4 or 5 figure salaries in pesos, no less? Do you tell I spelled it differently?
Yes.
Singapore's.
Singapore's.
Great top comment here.
Your food is shit. All of it.
That's pretty good. That's good for any country.
You got him.
You can use that for the U.S. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your food is shit.
Your
all
food
of it.
is
all,
shit.
all of it really hammers
It's
in the point.
rough. This
I
one,
don't see a lot of Singaporeans come back from that one, Jeremy.
Can I translate this? I want to look it up before I say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people keep taking Jeremy out of context. It's really hard for
Don't
him.
listen to the. Oh, we can't talk about that yet.
Nope.
Next week's episode. All right. Let's see. What language do they speak in Singapore?
This is already not worth the effort.
Yeah, they speak.
Malay.
All right. Please cut this from the podcast.
It's going to be cut out.
It didn't work. Okay. Who cares?
Who cares is what we're saying.
Let's read something else.
Yeah, we're done with that one. And the way you insult them is you tell them their food is shit.
Yeah, or some racist stuff I'm not going to say.
I'm pretty sure Singapore is like a small island nation, so you could
think so,
probably
yeah.
you could insult the size of their conquests.
Someone says, it's amazing how you have built such a wonderful city-state just starting from money laundering and serving Western multinationals and banks.
They are not going to recover from that one, Jeremy.
Boo, 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 boo.
Hey, I bet Genghis Khan enjoyed the landmass you have accrued over the course of a weekend, good sir.
Yeah, loser.
Yeah, you dick for eyes. Your eyes are dicks.
I like this one. Someone says, this again? I could have swore I'd seen this question before, except that instead of Singapore, it was Sweden. What?
This again?
I like that the guy's like, oh my God, I'm sick of this question. Granted, last time it was Sweden, which
you
is a
read-
very different country.
This is, of course, coming from Felix Lauritz.
Yeah, who lives in Skövde.
Skövde, Sweden. And he answers every question by like, I'm sorry, by Singapore, did you mean Sweden? That's where I live.
Look what his qualification is.
Knows Swedish. This motherfucker. Oh my God. He thinks he knows so much about Singapore just because he goes to high school in Sweden.
Yeah.
I hope this young man is an adult and that I can feel good about trashing him like this.
Someone said, how do I fart on the Swedish flag? And Felix says, what kind of weird question is that?
Honestly, Felix, great point. That's totally fair.
Someone says, say that chili crab is a Malaysian dish.
Oh, they hate it in Singapore.
They don't like that. That's
I've learned-
really fucked up.
It's a podcast where you learn too.
Yeah.
It's not like a dumb show.
No. People, no one even thinks we're
No
dumb.
one even thinks that.
I like this last one. Why would you want to insult anyone? You are what is wrong with the world. Mind your own fucking business.
It really took an aggressive turn at the end.
Yeah, damn.
Kind of started with like a "we're all friends here" thing, and
Yeah.
then ended kind of like mafia style. Okay, so this is my favorite one in the bunch.
I really like this one.
Okay. It's not a political show, folks.
It's not a politics show. Question for you, Quora listener. If you
Riddle me
cross
this.
paths, what's up?
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
If you cross paths with Donald fucking, I want to say this perfectly so I can get it for a little
We're gonna get
TikTok.
it in 3. Jeremy in 3.
If you crossed paths with Donald Trump, what words would you use to insult him? I'd call him a Pavlovian dog and keep talking to make sure he couldn't get a word in edgewise.
All right, so this is someone who passes Donald Trump on the street and is like, I didn't know they had Pavlovian dogs here. The dog, Donald Trump is like, hey, and he's like, shut up. Shut up, Donald Trump.
Oh, it's Donald Trump. I didn't know I was at the Pavlovian dog park. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, are you salivating? You dog.
Arf, arf, Mr. Former President.
Any other habitual pathologies we could discover with your behavior, Mr. Trump?
What a dog.
You Pavlovian dog.
You
what would you? So what?
Pavlovian dog.
Jeremy, what insults are you using on Donald Trump?
Oh,
Donald Trump comes to your house.
Yeah. So
he makes
I'm
a move on
hanging
your
out.
girl.
Oh my God. I'm like, damn. I'm like you. I don't know what I'm saying. He's so
It's
cool.
kind of hard, yeah.
He would probably own me.
I think I would say something like, "Hey,
It's harder than you think.
wait, I got one like, hey, you jerk, you cut it out."
Get those.
Hey, Donald Trump, the carrot aisle is back at the grocery store, not on my wife's hands that you're kissing.
I would just, yeah, I would just.
I'm
kinda
assuming
like,
he's like done something to me.
I would just kind of muttering under my breath. I'm like, small hands, and he's like, "What'd you say?" And I'm like, "Nothing." He's
Nothing.
like, "No, you said something," and
Nothing.
I'm like, "Small hands."
I'm gonna leave. Then he owns your house now.
Yeah,
That's kind of sad.
and that happened to me.
You Pavlovian dog. The Trump defenders are online for this one.
Some of them don't like him.
What?
Oh, this guy says, I guess Trump better never wander into your trailer park.
I deleted the rock and roll cue, so we can't do that one anymore. That's a
Yeah.
damn shame.
Someone says, why would you bother? Yesterday's man. Someone said, I don't think it's possible to actually insult Donald Trump. Any comparison with animals, plants, inanimate objects, and the like is an insult to those and a compliment to Mr. Trump. What?
Mr. Trump loves to be called a dog. He recognizes the canine
arf.
mind. Wag, wag, Mr. President.
I really don't think it's possible to insult him. Like, he seems to have no shame.
Yeah, it'd be like insulting Groot,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He'd
He
be
just
like,
emerges
hey,
back as baby
dumb
Groot.
tree. And he'd be like, I am Groot.
I am yo soy Groot.
Yo soy Donald Trump. You can chop him down, but he'll just be baby Donald Trump.
Wouldn't that be chibi? Wouldn't that be cute?
We should have done this one first. We did this in the wrong order.
I said it. The first thing was wrong. I was like, we do that the main one last. It's gonna come out crazy, but
Yeah.
no, this is how it comes out.
All right, that's
Holy shit! That's how I take down that old ruffian.
fine. I think Trump is bad.
Who's next on the
Anyway,
list?
let's do the Quoker.
Okay. Welcome to the Quoker, our incel, manosphere, and just general cool ninja questions. These are the questions that men going their own way will ask on Quora.com.
This question is, how do you want to see yourself after 20 years?
Okay, I thought this was a really good answer because
Okay.
it's generally people like really waxing on about their ambitions and their futures.
Sure.
This person has a very specific vision of that. First of all, I want to ask Jeremy, where do you see yourself after 20 years?
Plotting revenge against Donald Trump for stealing my wife.
Oh my God. That's where you want to see yourself? That's a best case scenario for you?
Where do you see yourself in 20
Really
years,
dark.
Alex?
I want to be in space. I want to be doing some kind of space
That
project.
sounds miserable.
do not have the qualifications to be doing this, but
I get sick on a boat in 20 minutes.
in 19 years you can shoot me into the void.
I'm 29 right now, so I'll be 49 in 20 years.
Ooh, and ladies, he's illegal, but he's married instead.
Yeah, I'm
Married,
legal.
but in 20 years.
All right, well, this guy says, so about 20 years from today, date, June 12th, 2037, time, 7 a.m. I am 41 years old now. Fred, my personal assistant robot, woke me up and I just had tea. Me opens curtains to see the view outside. Morning, Alexa. What's the news for today? Alexa, my artificial intelligence assistant. Morning, Shikar. Happy birthday. Sings a song and projects some glimpses of past year on
Hold on,
screen.
I need to say, if you're just listening to the podcast, there are some great pictures. That
Yeah,
go
there's a
along.
picture of a Honda robot pouring green juice.
That's his personal assistant, and he pours him green juice.
Yeah,
And he
AKA
lives in
tea.
like the dopest apartment, bro.
in New York.
Yeah, he's the American Psycho pretty much. But it's Shikar.
Yes.
If instead of American Psycho, that movie was called Shikar, the cool guy. That's what it would be about.
Alexa, today's headlines are: a team of scientists in India have started to work on developing a system for backing up human brain data on cloud. Vaccine for AIDS has been discovered by Dr. Ankit Mishra.
Do you think that's a reference to like a real person, or he's just like, shout out a different Indian guy I made up?
Let's look it up. It does seem that maybe that's a person. I don't know.
It's a
Could be a
person
common
somewhere.
name. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well,
it's
there
a
is
doctor.
a fashion lifestyle content creator with this name who has 384,000 followers.
And to think in 20 years, they've become a powerful doctor and scientific researcher.
Very possible.
Tomorrow truly knows no limits.
Mission to discover Andromeda Galaxy is go.
That's on the news.
Shikar celebrates his B-Day with Alexa, laughing. Me laughs. Haha, turn off the AC, please. I'm feeling a bit cold. You are not a kid anymore. Who told you to have 2 bowls of chocolate ice cream last night? Let it be for your children. Decrease your rudeness to 30% and care to 50%, LOL. Huh. Done, boss. After 15 minutes, I'm dressed up and my family is ready for my B-Day breakfast.
Now, if you're thinking at home, I'm done with this answer. We are around 50% through.
I cannot believe how long this is.
Well, we're just getting to the good stuff.
We are heading toward Higgs Boson Canteen inside the ISRO campus in my brand new Lamborghini Solaris. This is the first model of Lamborghini to run on solar power above 1,500 kilometers per hour.
So that's pretty fast. Also, it looks like a flat Batmobile.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
No, it's so cool, Jeremy.
Looks lame as
You don't
fuck.
want to be on the pod racer car?
No, I don't like it.
It's so cool. Shikar drives it. And he's a big money millionaire.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Shikar.
After the breakfast, now we are heading towards ISRO's visitors room. Today, one more item will be off my bucket list as we are going on a family trip to the moon. I have appointed one of my most trusted colleague and vice president as the temporary CEO of the company until I return back a few moments later. Now we are already packed in spacesuits. We look funny. There's a picture of a bunch of
He's Shakar is still humble.
goofy white family and a dog all in spacesuits.
Also, it's like a stock image.
Yeah.
So you can't sell this image of Shakar's white family.
Into the shuttle we go. I can feel and hear my heartbeats. The system is on and the countdown timer has started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. We're feeling a large thrust, and this wakes me up from my dreams.
Damn. So
The end.
it might have seemed a little bit far-fetched. Don't worry. It's all a dream.
Works at Amazon. He's a software developer.
Oh, that's a pretty good job.
Yeah, good for him.
Yo, shout out to Shakar real
I can
quick.
go on his Instagram, go on his LinkedIn.
Yeah, we're going to find Shakar's house at the end of this podcast, and we're going to pay him a visit.
All
Don't
right.
sign me into anything.
I'm not.
Get out of there.
I'm
Get out
not.
of there.
All right. Well, that was that answer. Thank you, Shakar.
Thank you, Shakar. That's
Beautiful
what
story.
you see yourself in 20 years. Up next.
Next up, what is life without a girlfriend?
Oh, a living hell.
Every day you wake up in pain.
You have no feminine touch.
That's true. I've never lived a life without a girlfriend.
Days pass without an ice cream dessert.
I've been in the same. That's really how it is too.
That is how it is. 'Cause
Exactly
the thing
how
is,
it
these
is.
ladies, they want a sweet tooth. I feel like this is going to be our most popular episode because I'm just telling truths today, honestly.
Alex Ptak
Normally
tells
I'm-
no lies
I'm-
about women
I'm
for
so-
15 minutes.
I'm so bottled up all the time, but the thing is,
Dude, women freaking go crazy for ice cream.
they got to just have a little bite of a pancake. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to have hamburger. I'm trying to take a bite of hamburger over here. That's not what they're thinking. I don't think so.
Oh my God.
But no, Jeremy and I have both married our high school
It's true.
girlfriends.
I've been in the same relationship since I was 17.
Yeah, and
Now what?
now what? We don't know what it's like.
And I feel like before you're 17, you kind of don't exist.
No, you're a minor.
Yeah.
It's like the Kingdom Hearts prelude of your life, where you're
It
on the
is.
beach, but nothing you do matters.
That's true.
Because the rest of the game kind of starts after the prelude happens,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like a long stretch of time for you to be like, this is not the game? And they're like, no, it's not. It's just
not.
you playing around on a beach.
And you get to the game and it still kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. It's like not really a deep fighting system. I'm making everyone mad already, I can tell.
We think Kingdom Hearts is bad.
I didn't say that. I clearly didn't say that. I thought Chain of Memories was fun because it has cards in it.
The most angry people have ever gotten to me online, I think, is because I said Kingdom Hearts is bad.
And yet you are diving right back in.
Well, the thing about it is that I don't think it's a good game. And I think, in fact, that it is bad. And if you like it, then maybe you are bad.
Hey, if you're watching this, spot the Sephiroth of the podcast. That's right. It's not me, I'll tell you that much. I am Groot. what? Whoa.
Okay,
What do
okay,
people say
okay.
about this girlfriend?
What is life without a girlfriend?
I want to know.
Anshul Sharma says, it's peaceful at one moment and empty at another. Full of freedom at one moment and lifeless at another. At one point you realize there is tons of shit you don't have to go through. While at another, you miss out on the banter that only loved ones can go through. Sometimes you... Wait, how long is this? Okay, good. Sometimes you just look at the complexities and feel thankful to be out of it. Can you play the romance song?
Yeah, I got it.
And at times, life is just too boring, and so you so wish to be a part of it. Life can be ugly, messy, complex, and weird with a girlfriend. While it can also be adventurous, lovely, full of life and randomness with a girlfriend. When you have one and things don't work out, you vow to be single forever. And when you are single, you wish to get one and never let her go whatsoever.
Not whatsoever.
That was terrible.
When you do not have a girlfriend, you wish to have a girlfriend. I'll tell you that much.
All right, slam that again. Matthew Stevens says, what is life without a girlfriend? Pockets are full.
Yeah!
Friends are happy.
Yeah!
Nights are sleepy.
That's right.
Drama stays just on TV. Lesser accountability. Liberty to talk to any girl. No sharing of chocolate.
That's mine.
Action thriller instead of rom-com. Favorite shirt at any time. No comparisons with other guys. Compassion for those with relationships. Peace of mind.
That's no girlfriend. Eat your own chocolate. Drama stays on TV. No girlfriend.
Boom.
I'm trying to watch The Sopranos right now.
Girlfriends hate The Sopranos.
They can't stand to see an Italian man winning.
I'm trying to see if any women have answered this.
Huh. What's it look like?
Not really.
We're getting a lot of
It's-
long poems.
Almost exclusively Indian men.
That's interesting. Although, and again, we do say this every week, it's just there are more of them than there are not Indian
I think it's
men.
also just a popular website on India.
I think so too, but it's just like there's a lot more Indian men than there are American men.
Yes.
And so they know more about girlfriends by the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Ask an American, first of all, in America, they don't teach you about girlfriends in schools.
They should.
They teach you that
That should
George
be a
Washington
class.
chopped down a cherry tree, but they didn't teach you that you gotta buy your girl a cherry ring to get that Friday night date.
What is this thing about clothes? Has your wife ever made you wear a specific clothing?
She's like helped me improve my wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
She taught me about colors. My wife's a
Sure, well, she's a
painter, so
painter.
she like knows about colors. And I have face blindness, so I think
Fair
everyone
enough.
looks like the and one guy. And he wears basketball shorts,
Right.
which can give you an erection just from the friction alone.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you wear those all the time, that's going to be a big problem
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to be walking around everywhere as stiff as a board.
She was like, I don't want other women to see my man's hog.
Is that Groot in your pants, or are you happy to see me?
Oh, soy Groot. Oh,
And
man.
so that's to say it's really hard not having a girlfriend.
All right, well, that's that question. I
Yeah.
got a really good question for us now.
Sure.
This is a problem that affects many men. Many people around the world.
Well, not me.
Not me either.
And also not Jeremy.
The question is it possible to get addicted to saying the N-word?
All right, so you can't be mad at me or Jeremy because we didn't write this question. This is just on Quora. But what do you think?
This is very funny.
What do you think?
I think obviously no, but it's very funny to just say the N-word and be like, it's a disease.
Sure, laugh at my addiction.
I cannot stop.
I'm a problem at the mall because of a condition I have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if you're on Xbox Live, you can find the behaviors of some people where it appears as though they can't not say it.
What if you're just like the world's most pathetic adrenaline junkie?
Uh-huh.
And you're like, it just gives you that rush.
It's like Crank.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the guy in Crank
It's-
was just saying it.
It's just Crank, but he goes to like a predominantly black neighborhood and says racist
Right.
stuff.
And like the thing is, he doesn't in that whole movie. I rewatched it recently,
Yeah.
and he's just he's like killing people instead and crashing his car and stuff. And like racially, it's totally cool for everybody. Except at one point, he throws a taxi driver out of his car and yells Al Qaeda, and then a mob kills that guy. But that's more of an
similar.
indictment of America than Jason Statham.
Yeah, who has done nothing wrong.
It was done, and actually, Soy Groot.
He is friends with Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious movies.
They're two cool guys. But I don't think they say this word. What do you think, Quora? Write in. And by
Remember
write into Quora 5 years ago or whenever this question was asked. Oh, this was asked this year.
Oh, yeah.
This is a new one.
It's probably a guy fucking around. I mean, it's probably a troll, but I do think it's very funny.
Very funny troll.
I mean, I don't know.
This is by Zolongo Kazar.
He, this is an intense Quora account.
Yeah.
One of his
don't listen
questions
to
is,
Zolongo
why
Kazar.
haven't Donald Trump's nudes leaked yet? Good question.
That's just Zolongo. Ignore him.
How do I hate women without sounding like an incel? See, this is why he's in this category.
Sometimes we read these questions and I feel like people are judging us like just because you asked about the N-word doesn't mean you're an incel or whatever. And it's like, no, they all are. They're like the same guys.
It is.
They
the same
make all
guys.
the same posts together.
I love the idea of being like, I don't like women. I'm not one of these fucking incels.
That's by
not a
choice.
creep.
It's voluntary how much I hate them.
I can have sex with them. That's not the problem.
Another Zolongo troll.
Anyway, this guy's addicted to saying the N-word. I don't think it's possible.
What are the comments saying? Is there anything good?
What is this question? LOL. I remember when I was
And 3
10,
skulls.
I found the N-word funny, but that's because I'm Latina and didn't really understand the context out of it.
Well, it's good for you to have grown out of that. I can think of one guy, Zalongo Kazar, who could do the same. One guy wrote nanu, nanu, nanu.
Yeah, I think the joke being that that's the word.
The N-word is from Dharma and Greg, I believe.
I don't know, dude.
Is Robin Williams?
Isn't that
He's an alien?
I thought it was the alien one. Yeah.
Isn't that Dharma and Greg?
No, I don't think.
Fucking kill me.
Alien show. Mork and Mindy.
Push me off of a... I meant Mork and Mindy.
You gotta cut that. That has to go. All right, well, that's that question, I think. How much more time do we have to spend on that one? This next segment is Quora Gone Wild, and it is our animal segment. I like that the lion kind of sounds like Home Improvement, though, like, right? Wait.
That's in your head, bro. Doesn't sound like that, bro.
This question is, what happens if a dog inseminates a woman? Will the offspring be human with a very sharp... Sorry, will the offspring be a human with very sharp instincts or a dog that can talk?
Now, we have gotten complaints before
Yes.
about the number of Quoras that are about this topic. However, those did not further elucidate the kind of offspring you would have, which is what makes it an interesting prompt. Jeremy, what do you think would happen?
I think...
I think this is how you get Inuyasha.
I think this is how you get Rocket Raccoon,
Kagome!
the good friend of Groot,
Yo, soy Groot!
who's from Brooklyn.
Yo, soy Spanish Inuyasha.
I like that in the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, they like give intelligence to a raccoon and he's immediately like, oh boy, I'm from freaking Brooklyn.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
All right, well-
Okay, this first account you've highlighted immediately has a pop-up that says, this account is banned.
He's a molecular biologist.
That's so funny. Maybe he's just like a serial liar, and that's why he's banned.
Yeah, well, he says nothing would happen, at least in terms of conception of an embryo. What else might happen is anyone's guess. I'm not going down that road, LOL.
Lol.
Of course, I see your question as a joke, but I'm answering it straight regardless.
Us too.
The reason there will never be a conception is that Homo sapiens have 46 chromosomes, while Canis lupus familiaris has 78.
We're learning.
Thus,
It's crack.com.
you can't have a fusion of these chromosome sets to establish a new organism. Dogs make much better companions and working animals than they do potential mates for lonely women.
Come on.
Now, that being said, this man is a known liar. who
Yeah,
has been
he's banned.
from the website.
He was banned for discouraging dog-human relations
So I
across
think-
Quora.
I think, if anything, we have to assume that this man is completely wrong and that it would create a hybrid with very sharp instincts who could talk.
His hands are claws, and he can cut the wind to make a wind scar. It allows him to fight his brother, Sashomaru.
I like this answer. Dearly, dearly hoping that this is just hypothetical.
I hope you boys aren't at it again. Then a bunch of people explaining how DNA works.
Yeah, but a lot of people are just saying no, which is not really fun.
Steven has answered this question very clearly. Well, he's banned. We don't believe a word he says.
What would happen if a dog inseminates a woman?
It's so funny to be the one guy who gave like a clear, thought-out answer on this is banned from the website.
Why was he banned? Does it say?
Probably for being a son of a bitch.
Click here. Spam, harassment, bullying, hate speech.
Wow. So
I don't know
guess
what he
Steven's
did.
not so cool, huh?
Yeah, he hasn't posted in 6 years.
He posted too much about DNA and got kicked off of Quora.
That's wild.
That's what. Hey, and that's why you're in our segment, Quora Gone Wild.
All right, let's do.
It doesn't sound like
Let's
that.
do
did it?
Quora MD.
Yes.
This is a fucking weird episode. These are our. This is our medical question
These
segment.
are questions a doctor would ask, or they'd ask another doctor these.
Yeah,
and
they'd
they're-
be like, we're peers in the doctor community.
Yeah, you know how teachers have a teacher's lounge? Doctors have a doctor's
Yes,
lounge.
they do.
And where they get real.
And they ask these kinds of questions.
these are the kinds of
quite
questions they
frankly.
ask.
And I want to say that Alex and I do not ask these questions.
No, we're just
We do not
regular
endorse
Joes.
them. We just curate them.
And I'm going to space later.
Donald Trump wants to sleep with my wife. This question is autism the childish / naive version of psychopathy?
And again, we did not write this question. We thought it was interesting, and that's why we put it in the show. But if you're mad about that, that's really not our fault.
I think the answer is no, it's not.
It's different.
It's a different thing.
I do a different podcast with my good friend Anders, who has been diagnosed with autism, who argues that autism is kind of a made-up term and was invented by a Nazi doctor and is
That's Asperger's.
Of a bunch of yeah, but it's like the same kind of science.
Is that true?
It's
Oh, okay.
a variety of studies where they just don't know what to think of phenomenon, so they put it all together into autism.
The Asperger's
and with that
one's
said,
pretty fucked up.
Is it psychopathy?
Well, I mean, let's think about it. Is your friend Anders a psychopath?
I think so.
Child version?
I think he's a lunatic.
Is he like a psycho who's like a little boy?
He's always talking to a
Yo
little
soy-
man in his shoulder.
Yo soy baby psychopath?
Yo soy baby Groot. I guess the question for the episode is Groot a psychopath?
I mean, the answer is just no. Everyone's like, no, these are just
it's
different things.
Different things. Is a spoon a fork? Right in. How mad are you that this was on our video?
You could have both to be a spork.
Ooh.
Now that's interesting.
This is part of my new pilot, Autistic Psychopath, now on HBO.
It's a good show.
It's like Dexter, but like a lot more like model trains.
Sure. But he's using those trains to run people over.
Still like him? He's a complicated character. These are the kinds of dark stories you could tell on premium television.
A lot of people are like, I'm autistic. No, I am not
No.
childish or naive or a psychopath. No, stop
No.
it, please.
Knock
Please.
it off.
And then a lot of people have posted pictures of like brains that
Oh, yeah, MRI scans.
I don't know if I need to read, but
No,
it's
don't-
like the brains
don't
are
read it.
different.
Just
So
take our
there.
word for it. If you're watching the video, we'll put up the MRI picture, and then if not,
Yes,
shut up.
The brains are different.
The brains are different. Next question.
Next question. Now, this is another science question.
Here we
This
go.
is something that doctors ask each other. We do not endorse these questions. We simply are curating them. Why do I catch myself watching people eat cum and I want to eat it too but can't?
Interesting question. Why do you catch yourself doing that? Now, I don't catch myself doing that.
No.
And
In
if
fact,
I
I don't
did,
do it.
I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I really wanted to eat cum, I just would.
This is also but can't, like, but haven't tried is how it should end.
I mean, one of the amazing things about the human body is that I can produce my own.
Yep.
So it wouldn't be difficult for me. If it was something I really wanted to try, it would take me maybe 10 minutes.
Now tell me God didn't have a plan. But honestly, yeah, if you should just do it, man.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it. Stop. I guess the thing is that they want to eat somebody else's cum.
I had a very pervy friend in high school who's like the
Oh.
kind of friend who would like, you'd go to their house to hang out and he'd be like, yo, check out this thing on the computer. And it would just be porn.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
very
it's a little funny.
distinctly remember, yeah, it was a little funny.
It's like as a gag.
I very distinctly remember being like in a pool with him one time, just me, him, and one other guy. And he goes, like, there's like a lull in like early high school, and he goes, "You guys ever try your own cum?" And we both said no.
I'm just trying to break the silence here. You guys are being so weird.
We said no, and he tried to play it off as us being weird.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "You haven't tried it yet? Like, you've
Wow.
never smoked a cigarette?" Kind of like, you know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I guess leave a lot of mysteries unchallenged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, he tried to play eating his own cum as like the cool adult thing to do.
Do you guys want to have a soda after we get out of the pool? Just what's your next topic of conversation?
So no, I haven't tried it, but I imagine if I caught myself watching people, who's he watching?
I guess pornographic videos.
I must
Jeremy?
assume this is a woman. Because
It
if it's
must
a
be, 'cause
man,
if you then it's a real solve your
it's
own
just so
problem
easy to
situation.
do.
We
you need
it comes up 10 times a day.
a cup and that's it.
I'm always knocking it out of a cup in my house. Like people are like, "Hey, try this," and I'm like, "Get
out of here.
I'm not gonna drink that."
Donald Trump.
Just because you're my dad now doesn't mean you can make me drink cum, Donald Trump. This one's getting
This
demonetized.
has no
so
answers.
fast, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. There's no way around it.
Oh, wait, there's 2 answers. One of them
that
is
one's
just
porn.
a butt.
It's a butt.
One of them says, "Do you lose the urge to eat it after you come? If so, welcome to the club." The answer is to The answer is to come into a container and freeze the semen for your next play session. The next time you feel like eating cum, you can thaw out your frozen load and swish it around in your mouth while you masturbate. Save the resulting load the same way for next time. Eventually, you'll be so used to eating cum, you'll be able to eat it fresh.
You'll be able to eat it fresh.
Happy jacking.
Happy jacking. Fantastic sign off.
All right. Well, that's from Frank.
I love that Frank is approaching cum like the same way you do to like getting into whiskey or something. Sure, you're going to need it with ice cube first, but then after you get used to the flavors, actually the notes are in a standard glass.
This guy is an expert in masturbation.
Let's not read anymore, Frank. I
wanna
don't
read
want
one
to
of his
read anymore.
questions.
You can read one more, but I feel like you're in trouble today.
No, he's got nothing interesting other than eating and drinking fluids.
We hate Frank here.
So I'm not going to read
Don't
any more of
bring
these.
Frank up again.
All right. Let's go to the next question.
I think this is the bong. If you liked that sound, you're going to love our next question.
Can smoking cigarettes make you happy? If so, how much should you smoke per day to be content in life?
So in this question, we're doctors, but in like the year 1948.
And you can like game out smoking cigarettes. They're like, all right, smoking makes you happy, but it's bad.
Right.
What is the mathematical perfect number of cigarettes to smoke per day to gain the most happiness while not losing the most life? I'm hiccuping so much.
Let me check my race chart. It's 1948. I myself, and this is just a personal influence, my story that I'm sharing with our listeners, is I don't smoke until I get drunk as all hell. And then I have one cigarette every 3 months, and it feels like I'm going to die for a second, but in a way that rocks.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's probably the happiest a cigarette can make you. All my friends I know who smoke and then like give me the cigarette are having a terrible time.
Sure.
And so if it's making you happy, you should have one every 3 months when you black out drink so much.
I saw this happen recently.
Oh, yeah, you were there one of the times.
Yeah. And your wife banished you to the corner of the bar.
She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it.
Nope. She said, I am not going to kiss you later if you smoke a cigarette. And you said, I don't give a fuck.
Well, I thought that would be kept off the internet for sure as it was happening. I said, that's fine to say because it won't end up on YouTube. But here we are.
We can cut that too.
The fact is that Donald Trump has been making moves on my wife.
This is such a silly episode.
It's not like the others.
I've never smoked a cigarette ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeremy, you must. Is it because you're afraid of losing kisses?
It's my big fear.
Are you afraid you're going to be missing kisses on the back end?
Oh, I can't be losing those kisses.
What is life without a girlfriend?
All my kisses gone.
All my kisses gone. How many slurp kisses could you put on a kiss? This is internet gibberish now.
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. I hate
okay.
that my brain is like this.
The top comment is smoking does not make you happy. Your body becomes addicted to the nicotine, which after time has a seemingly calming effect. Now, interesting question. Maybe that's what the guy meant by the N-word, nicotine. Can you get addicted to the nicotine? Hell yeah, you can. It's a big problem.
You have to, pretty much. You get addicted and you got to have a patch to get rid of it.
Anyway, people do enjoy smoking, though, no? I mean, you're not addicted to it.
Have you ever seen a French person?
I certainly have.
They're always wearing like that mime shirt and doing this.
Yeah, we got owned by a French person earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do, but I will not speak of it now.
You're not addicted to cigarettes, are you? I mean, you're having it once every 3 months?
Yeah, well, I'm addicted to the 3-month cycle.
I guess that's right.
It's like a werewolf's addicted to turn into a goddamn wolf in the full moon.
Stuart, on the other hand, who teacher of French,
Stuart Bartholomew.
He says the great illusion, or the big lie, is that cigarettes bring you some benefit in terms of feeling good. If you inhale a deep, deep breath of pure air and then exhale and do it several times, that already gives you a relaxing feeling. Just air, no smoke, no nothing else. But when you do it with smoke, you get the same feeling slightly intensified by the nicotine hit and the smoke, if that is your lungs are willing to take it. But in reality, the difference is pretty small. The big lie ignores/obscures the fact that inhaling and exhaling pure air is already a relaxing thing to do.
They call it the big lie that air doesn't rock.
This is what big tobacco doesn't want you to know.
Big
is that
tobacco.
breathing is dope.
They're trying to lie to you about air and how cool it is.
I love to breathe.
It feels so good sucking down a cold one, parentheses, of air.
If that were true, though, they would probably just start selling cigarettes that are just tubes, just empty
They're just
tubes,
tubes,
and you just go like this.
Oh, I'm so lightheaded. You never go to college, just stand outside and just suck on the tube? I know I work in the kitchen. I like to suck on my tube just to take a break.
People do sell, like, you can buy pure oxygen. That
Yeah,
can feel
sure.
like-
I mean, that's addict behavior more than anything else we've seen today.
yeah. You can get pretty fucked up on that.
I'll raise a glass to that, Jeremy.
Anyway, I don't know. I guess the answer is 1 every 3 months.
The answer is 1 every 3 months.
But you do miss out on those kisses.
Sloppy.
If you're trying to min-max your cigarette use.
Yeah. If you're trying to max out on kisses, stay
Oh,
away.
yeah. Don't do that. If you're going for a high kiss build.
Unless you're
not
trying,
gonna want
unless you're
that.
farming the cigarette corner.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on Cigarette Alley and you're just looking for kisses, that's the way to get it, is by hanging out and be like, want to bum one? It only costs a kiss.
Yeah.
Also, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm not telling you to do that. If you're like a young person looking
If you're
for
a
guidance in
child
life,
who loves Quorators, how did you find this feed?
get out. This is for adults
This is for
only.
grown-ups.
This is explicit, and
This
it
is
says so on
forbidden.
Apple Music.
Yes. Our podcast listeners are all 32 and male.
Literally, like 99.2% of them by the numbers. It's striking. And we don't know why.
It's funny because we exaggerated that. Like, I think it's more like, 70-30 or something. And when I remember we said that the last time, a bunch of women like DM'd us to be like, I'm a woman. and I like
I'm
Quorators."
all
And we're
woman.
like, thank you.
Slow clap. Applause for you.
If you listen to the bonus
beating the
feed,
numbers.
you'll know that Alex and I are 99% female ourselves.
That's 100% true.
Let's move on to Corbin and Fruit, the religion
Absolutely.
segment.
Very close. That's what it sounds like. So this is,
I am on Quora. Did you kind of say Quora at the end?
yeah, it ended with Quora. The way that doctors discuss in the back doctor room, these are scholars and scholarly minds discussing the finer points of religion. And so it's a lot like that painting of all the Greek philosophers walking down that
Yes.
alley. You know, they're like doing the Beyonce Get in Formation, but of Greece.
Yes. Or it's like
Do you
the
know what I'm talking
painting-
about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's also similar to the painting of all the jokers.
Oh, yeah,
hanging
where
out
they're at
and,
the
like,
bar.
having a dinner.
Or whatever. Yeah, they're at
Yeah.
a dinner.
2 great paintings.
There's so many fine paintings I'd love to discuss in this program. But what is this question?
In the Bible, it is said that angels take the human form sometimes. If a person met an angel and that person revealed or told the human that he was an angel, how would the angel react if you tried to hug him? Hug them?
So, do angels need consent to hug?
I think so, right?
They're
You can't
their
just be
own
hugging
being.
people.
Well, they're kind of beyond our comprehension in a way, and they're
Angels?
not people. So
It
I
would be
guess that's the
interesting to-
question.
You're like hugging like a biblically accurate angel, and there are like a bunch of just like tentacles, and they're like,
It looks like
there's
a Final
an
Fantasy
eye.
boss, yeah.
This does say the human form, but
Oh, yeah.
I think it's funnier to do the other form.
I guess I think of it this way, which is that I would need consent to hug a dog. And so I would need
true?
consent to hug an angel.
I don't know. I feel like I hug my cat against his will pretty often.
Wow. Well, maybe reconsider the way you behave. But I think an angel, being a higher level of being, would forgive me if I slipped up a little bit because I got to get that touch in.
Oh yeah. You think that an angel would hug you even if you smoked a cigarette?
Also depends on the angel too. Yeah, I'm trying to get the I acknowledge your riff and I'm laughing. Now I would like to say,
Groot.
I would just like to say it depends on the angel, and if it's a wrathful angel, they may smite you with a flaming sword. That's all I want.
Yeah, because not all angels are nice, right?
No, I mean Michael.
He's the archangel, right?
I mean Michael,
Mike?
Big Mike. He's gonna cut you down, Jay.
Yeah.
Don't go around hugging the human form of Michael.
Archangel Mike or Herman Trout. Now that's a character.
Magic Mike.
That's pretty good too.
There's all kinds of material here.
Let's read this answer from Sherry.
Yup.
She says, my daughter and I have had encounters with angels in human form.
Must be nice, Sherry.
I'm afraid to be able to recognize them, and I have sometimes been allowed. But there is a great restraint upon us, and a veiling that is removed later, so that you know after the fact more than at the time of the encounter. They can take any human form, but will be supernatural in some ways at the same time. If God allows, you will have to be walking in the Spirit, and you can enjoy the encounter. My ministering angels have sometimes been sent in answers to prayers. I sometimes wonder if they can take animal form, as animals sometimes do miraculous things. Praise God for his angels he sends to help us on earth.
Now, if you've been paying attention to the show, this woman is not autistic. She's just a psychopath.
This person did not answer the question at all.
Well, they had a little story to tell.
Where's the thing about the hugs?
I like that the daughters were involved. And then the comment on that comment was, they can take forms as animals.
Got him.
Hey, here to confirm, they do that.
I want to know about the hugging part.
Yeah, for sure.
Haven says, I think it would depend on your intention. If it was pure, they would likely hug you back. If it was pervy, I doubt they would let you touch them.
Are you being a perv right now?
Stop being weird.
Let Gabriel's cleavage belongeth to Gabriel.
Angels have this way of controlling the situation. When they say stop, it's like a command that goes right into your bones. Your very flesh obeys without your consent. Wait, well, that's not very nice either.
Well, they're angels. They're not always nice.
I never tried to hug any of the angels I saw in human form, though I hug one on the astral quite often. He returns the hug like a loving father would.
Oh.
There you go.
So just do it on the astral.
Yeah, do it on the astral. Don't do it human. That's weird. But if they don't want you to, they will command you to stop in a way that goes into your bones.
It chills your
without
bones.
consent.
And so it's really a low risk. It's a low risk.
Means no.
It's a low risk behavior to an angel because if they wanted to kill you, it'd already be dead.
So true.
So yeah, it's a very clean answer on that. We got to do it on the astral. Let's get the next question up here.
Sure. Can you look like however we want in heaven?
Oh baby.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby!
Yeah, I want to look like the Angelina Jolie up there.
What if you go to heaven and everyone is just Angelina Jolie?
I hope so, dog.
That's heaven to me.
I'm a millennial. I don't know new celebrities.
That's just like a comedian in 2007. Like, oh, I'd love to have sex with 400 Angelina Jolies.
I hope it's John Voight's daughter up there.
Also, what's up with ninjas?
Yeah, what are they enemies with pirates? How are these guys even meeting to fight so much? I can't go to a Newberry Comics without seeing 5 or 6 ninjas v pirate scenarios.
I went to a comedy show recently.
And then it's also 2007, so they do like a big act out. Whoa, too many pirates.
I went to a comedy show recently, and this guy did a whole bit about how he just watched the Harry Potter movies for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And then just did like observational jokes about Harry Potter that all bombed. And the whole time he kept being like, I probably should have done this years ago. But he kept being like, but like, what's Snape steal? And people were just like, we talked about this already.
I wish I hadn't been that exact person for a variety of other films. You could never get away with it for Harry Potter because everyone's already seen it. But
Yeah.
like, some people are just like, I just saw Face Off. I mean, their faces switch? Seems unrealistic to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like the most surface level understanding too. It's not like anything new. It's just like, so there's magic?
I don't know if you. So does the Weasleys adopt Harry, or like what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
It's just like a guardianship.
That was basically the level of joke it was.
I don't really. I'm still riffing this out. But owls seem like if we already have pigeons, I don't get the benefit of using an owl.
Hagrid's weird.
He's too big. If that guy came to my house, I'd say, "There's the door." If Hagrid came to my, hey, I want to talk to your son. Well, there's the door, pal.
I really should have done this a decade ago. You just kept being like, I just saw it for the first time.
Here's the thing about Hagrid just wants an umbrella.
Even if it did well, I wouldn't want to do that joke again. Like, why do I want to be the Harry Potter guy in 2023?
Hey, I'm not a muggle up here.
We did talk about
We talked about muggles.
muggles a lot on the last
That was
bonus
11
episode.
a.m. It's been a long time since then. But anyway, can you look however you want in heaven?
Yeah, I think no, I think you should look exactly the way you look when you die.
See, that is sometimes how it's depicted, and there's so many sad children who are stuck as like 2-year-olds that way.
Sucks.
That sucks for them. Also, everybody else is like infirm.
Mm-hmm.
They all want to be hot again. And that's why they look just like Angelina Jolie in my new
Right.
proposal that I'm calling 2007 Heaven.
But like, if you're a 2-year-old, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, imagine an old version of yourself, or is it like it automatically through some fucking
It scales
heaven
you up.
algorithm? Yeah, it just like assumes what you'd look like.
If you join World of Warcraft and like a late date, you have the option of starting at level 60. And I
Really?
think that's pretty much what they're
Huh.
I'm pretty sure. You know, now that I've said it into a microphone, I'm actually like not 100% sure, but I think that happens sometimes.
I think that's a great pitch, though. You should just be able to like start it. Like, unless you're doing vanilla heaven.
This is a late expansion for
Right.
Heaven. The Jolie years.
I've never played World of Warcraft, and I'm mad that I can't riff one of the expansion names. It doesn't matter.
Frosts of...
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Frozen
As a
Throne.
StarCraft
Who cares?
guy. I'm sorry I brought it up, but it is relevant that you can prestige Heaven.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm in double heaven.
yeah, I wanna have like abs in Heaven. Abs comes up a lot on this show.
Yes.
The thing is, they just look good, and in Heaven, it's all the more yummy.
Here's the answer that's similar to what we said, but for people I've never heard of, Steve Lambert says no. All the ladies look like Miriam Margoyles. All the gentlemen look like Michael Winner. It's only fair to even everyone up.
Okay, so now we're gonna Google Miriam Margoyles and Michael Winner.
Miriam Margoyles is a British Australian actress.
Interesting. So this is really
82.
again a problem we are always running into on this website, which is that everyone is from Europe or India.
Who's Michael Winner?
Michael Winner is gonna be a different Australian actor, I bet.
Yeah, it's just
British
a British
filmmaker.
filmmaker.
He just looks like a guy.
He died, though. He's dead.
So what does he look like now, I guess is my question.
Nothing.
But he's a real dime piece.
Well, that's a weird take from that guy. Why is one of them alive still? Like, that's weird.
Well, he was saying that he evens out. I don't know if this was asked a long time ago, maybe when it was
Nope.
more topical.
It was like a few days ago.
That's fine. Well, Michael Winner is in Heaven right now, and he's looking like a snack.
Most people are just like, I don't know. Ask God.
Very honest of you.
I believe in heaven. It doesn't really matter what you look like physically. Everyone's beautiful, non-judgmental, happy, accepted. We keep running into the Yukio Mishima of it all because he always said that thing about like you want to die young so you look beautiful in heaven.
You leave a beautiful corpse.
It's an interesting way to live, to assume that like you go to heaven and then like if you assume that you're in heaven, you look how you did when you died, like minus the stabbing or whatever.
Yeah.
And
by
heaven-
the way, you're stabbed by Donald Trump who's living in
Yes.
your house with your wife.
So like, you know, you live for what? Let's say 90 years on average at most.
Generously.
Then you're in heaven forever.
Uh-huh.
So that is the more important look.
Yeah.
Right? So it kind of does the logic of like, if you assume that's how you're going to look forever, you do kind of want to clock out right at the perfect moment.
If you're in heaven, Jeremy, it's a land of pleasures and a land of bliss. And so I
No
don't.
one
I
cares
think
if you got wrinkly old skin.
even if you look like the dang Notre Dame hunchback from the famous
Sure.
story, and also I didn't name it that. Whoa.
Is heaven body positive?
I think it's body positive. That is what I was saying. So you're just kind of happy to be there.
All right, fair enough.
It always feels like you're blasting one.
Sorry, Mishima.
Sorry, Mishima. We'll stop bringing you up on the show until we learn more about you.
We learned a second thing about you.
Yeah, so I think we cleaned that one up, and I'm dusting my hands off. That's a podcast, people.
That's a podcast.
That's a podcast, people. It feels good. It looks good.
Feels good, looks good. Do we have a question we want to ask?
Yes,
Who
Jeremy,
is
we
Miriam
do.
Margoyles?
Let's ask a question about kisses.
Okay. How can I maximize the number of kisses from my wife?
That's exactly the question that I wanted to ask. Put that in, type that up. That's a show. How about that? That's been another episode of Quorators, the #1 show where we ask what is Quora. It's me, Alex, and that's Jeremy.
I'm Jeremy.
We're here every week. If you'd like bonus episodes where we read things like Reddit and other websites that are like Quora but are not Quora, that's on patreon.com/Quorators. And we also have all the free episodes up there, so you can follow the show from there for free. And in the meantime, I tip my cap to you for watching this full podcast. Good day.
Good day, Quora citizen. Good day.
Good day.
And goodbye.
You're so good.
You're so Groot.